Hey, everybody, and welcome to Kame House, party of Dragon Ball Comedy Watch-Along Podcast. It's the best in the universe, and I'm one of your hosts. My name is Vince.
And I'm one of your other hosts. My name is Aaron.
And ooh, it's good to be back. I'm stretching. I'm embracing a new episode of Dragon Ball Z that we got to talk about this week. Aaron, my friend, it's going to be a fun one. But before we do any of that, we've got a little piece of Kame housekeeping. If you're new here, if you're coming back from a long break like maybe we are, this is just a little setup that we do at the top of every show, just to set the table, get everything ready. And that first piece to get us ready is something I remember. Aaron, I remember it. Of course.
Yeah, you remember it so well.
I remember it so well because it's just a couple of words. And it's Kame housekeeping. And the first piece of Kame housekeeping that we got to do is the world famous UN sanctioned. And coming up, winter 2026 is coming in. Olympic Committee approved 1 minute roundup ski lift sound, like a little like chunk.
I'm you can probably tell by my shaking that I'm real nervous. It's the first time doing the double diamond. That's the classification.
Yeah, no, I don't know why you're nervous. I thought you were shaking because you were cold, and I was like, that's also a natural reaction to the winter weather. But yeah, the double diamond, it's gonna be just fine, you know. It's chilly, a little icy, you know.
Yeah, it's I've been studying the pass, the maps, the flags.
Yep.
I think I'm ready.
Yeah. So we got some time. Let's look at it. All
right, I'm gonna fold it out. Fold.
Yep.
Another fold.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right. It's very
when we get to the top, we're just gonna veer to the left. We'll check off the double diamond. We'll take a break, and then we'll head down headless pass. You're gonna have to duck under a bunch of branches to get to what I'm telling you is it's gonna be the craziest view. It's gonna be I'm sorry. My seat is wet. Is that you?
Look, it's I told you I'm scared. Hold on, let me fold up this map. Half. Fold.
Quarter.
I'm doing the exact amount of folds that I did to open it.
You can only do 8.
Per the rules of paper.
That's right.
All right, I'm placing that map between us. It's surprisingly absorbent. And seed.
Ooh, I love a prop that drinks up pee, my man. I love a pee prop. Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, is our improvised scene that we do at the top of every show to loosen or tighten our improv muscles for whatever our conversation about this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z will call from or draw out of us. Because that's how powerful Dragon Ball is. And with that done, and we've had our little yucks at ourselves because we're such funny boys, we move on to the 1 minute roundup proper, where one of us, this time Aaron, has 60 seconds to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z up until this point. I think we're clear the 300 episode bar that you have to cover. It's like 211 episodes of Dragon Ball Z that we got to talk about. We do this as a service to you, the listener, so you don't have to get caught up by watching every single episode of Dragon Ball Z or listening to every single episode of the podcast to know where we are and what we're talking about. Though many of you find time, perhaps go to another dimension where time moves in a different way to actually accomplish the feat of listening to everything that we do. And we thank you very much. Just like we thank Aaron for doing this 1 minute roundup. But I have to ask him a question before he can actually do it.
Yes.
Aaron, the question I have to ask you is, are you ready to round up?
Yes, I am. And as a great Italian man once said, here we go. Dragon Ball. No, not that one. No, I hit the wrong button. Okay.
Oh.
Why is it doing? I am like, hold on, let me mark this time.
Didn't an update mess up our?
You know what? I'm just gonna keep this in. That's fine. I hit the wrong button. For those that you won't see it on the record, but I hit the wrong button. I played the wrong thing. I'm gonna play not the opening. I'm gonna play the timer. So here we go with the one. I am again. Let's go. Dragon Ball is about 7 magic crystal balls. If you collect them all, you get any wish you want. And it stars Goku. He's a little guy. He has a tail. He does karate. He makes friends through karate. He makes enemies through karate. He does professional karate on multiple occasions. He becomes the greatest martial artist in the world, gets married, fights demons. As a kid, he learns he's from space. He kills his brother from space, but dies in the process. He gets really strong in the afterlife, comes back, beats up more people from his home planet, but all of his homies die, so he has to go to another planet to get more of those delicious Dragon Balls that grant you any wish you want, by the way. In doing so, he beats the baddest dude in the galaxy, Frieza, by becoming the legendary Super Saiyan. He comes back to Earth eventually to only be met with the future, a kid from the future that says, you're going to have a heart attack. He does, but he recovers. And he beats up a bunch of androids. And then his son beats up the baddest android, Cell. And then a bunch of years pass. And now Goku's back from the dead because he loves to fight so much. And we're at a tournament and his son's a dork. Ooh.
The Tim Allen audience loved it.
Yeah, get the dog pound in here.
The dog pound's back, baby. Calm down. We know he's in a new show with Kat Dennings, you horny freaks.
He's never gonna not be on TV. He's had so many sitcoms, Vince. How?
They keep giving that man money to go, women.
We're different. Guys. We like doing stuff.
It was Tim the Toolman Taylor. That lasted for what I thought was my entire life back then.
Yeah.
Then came Man of the House after a brief, and I say brief time not on TV.
Yeah.
Then immediately after that, another. I forget what this one's called, but the one with Kat Dennings is his adult daughter has to move back in with him.
He's a grandpa.
And she's got a kid. I don't know. What would you title that? What would you title a sitcom like that? We'll see if we're right maybe after the episode is over.
So we went Home Improvement was the first one. Then Man of the House, right?
Where he's a podcaster. He's a manosphere podcaster.
Fellas. Instead of going to therapy, he does podcasting.
Men will literally star in sitcoms about podcasting rather than go to therapy.
Which we both go to therapy, by the way. Don't at us.
Don't at us. We have a history. We got receipts.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately.
So the third one. So we had Man of the House. I think it's just like. Here we go. Is it Here We Go Again? The redo.
Or like maybe it's a play on moving, like moving back, or like maybe it's a play on like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, or something like that.
Full Nest. It's Tim Allen's been on TV too much. I assumed that. Okay, we're gonna get down a Tim Allen rabbit hole. I don't know all this.
We're here.
I don't know all the specifics, but he 100% ratted a. He got caught for cocaine possession. This is public knowledge. It's speculation, but he didn't go to jail for it. So he 100% ratted out. Speculatively, he 100% ratted out the people that were involved. I thought those people got out of jail, and I assumed he would die, like almost immediately.
Right?
Unless he's like, I need another sitcom to pay these motherfuckers off.
Maybe that's it.
I can't stop working.
Maybe he was like, all right, I'm set. Toy Story 3 was fine.
I mean, we're in 5. 5?
5 is coming up.
Okay, we had 4.
Yeah, we've had 4. There are as many Toy Stories as there will be Shreks soon. And yeah, I think you might be right. He started these new sitcoms to pay off the people coming out of jail. Because whoever beat up Jay Leno was probably coming for him next.
In Greensburg, PA, a mere hour from where I'm at.
You've taken the pilgrimage to the Rocky Hill.
Yeah. I won't say which direction. But yeah, wild. Tim Allen, take a break.
Yeah, Tim Allen, sell your voice to Disney for AI purposes, so you don't actually have to be in any of these movies ever again.
That seems like something he'd love to do.
He'd love to do that, just like I would love to bring us into the final piece of Kame housekeeping. See what I did there? Mm-hmm. Which is where I tell you, the listener, that Aaron and I watched 2 different versions of the show, and I think we both watched 2 different aspect ratios because, or are you in widescreen now?
No, I'm not in widescreen.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, you're in 4:3. I'm in widescreen. We also watch. Aaron watches the Japanese language original with English subtitles, and I watch the English dub because comparing and contrasting is fun, and we've been doing it for almost 10 whole years. Almost.
We got about a year, a little less than a year.
Yeah. What you guys didn't see is when Aaron did that sigh, dust came out of both of our mouths because we're so ancient.
Yeah. When you get old, you just get filled with sawdust.
It's actually a decent healthcare package. So here is usually the first difference between our 2 episodes is the title, and I'll give you my English translated title for this week's episode, which is episode 212 of Dragon Ball Z, Best of the Boys.
Your title wins. I gotta say, Best of the Boys. Come on. We're not talking about some supercut of the Amazon Prime series produced by Seth Rogen.
I didn't know he produced that.
He's got his little fingers and everything, little fingies and everything.
My God. Don't let anybody tell you stoners can't get things done.
He's very productive.
He's so productive.
Too much, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
But because my title is longer. There's no boys and there's no best. But my title for episode 212 from the original Japanese, roughly translated, is Happiness Times a Million. The junior champion is decided.
Happiness times a million. I guess they're going with the childlike wonder or the kids' perspective, since we are focused on Goten and Trunks in this episode. I don't hate it, but it sounds like something Goten would say.
Yeah. Everyone's no, Best of the Boys. Come on.
Yeah. That's what I would title my karate tournament for boys.
It's the Best of the Boys.
Yeah. I'm just setting up in Central Park. Big banner.
Parentheses, we're not using boys as a gender term.
Yeah, we're just looking for Best of the Boys who do karate.
It's DA, so it's fine.
You put a DA in front of it, it becomes genderless. New American lexicon.
But yeah, let's
dig into this. Let's dig into this fight, which started in our last episode, continues in this one. And I have one quote from the announcer recap that I wanted to say.
Ooh.
Because I thought it was very funny. The competition was shaping up to be more farce than fight until Trunks entered the ring. I was like, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Grab and drag those little kids.
Drag these 6 and 7-year-olds.
But I think we talked about this earlier, but it bears repeating. Where it is like, no, kids fight for real.
Mm-hmm.
No kid that would have their parents travel to this island for a tournament would ever have their kid not be able to fight.
Yeah. There's millions of dollars on the line. You're bringing untrained snot-nosed babies in diapers to swing away at 13 to 14-year-olds. No. This isn't America's Funniest Home Videos. And I am not Carlton up here describing said videos.
You don't have a ska opening song to talk about how funny these home videos are.
Oh, you're in the pocket now, Aaron, because now I just want to go.
This is you.
Yeah. Oh. Back when America used to make something, which is each other hurt themselves on camcorders.
How indignant of the theme song. America, this
is you.
You're a fucking joke, America.
That's why Tom Bergeron is one of my favorite game show hosts of all time, because for decades he held the mirror up to society and said, all you do is hit each other in the nuts for fun. What happened to the satanic panic? I don't know.
Oh, they're bringing it back, baby. Don't worry.
We're 20-year cycle. Satanic panic is back. But there's only one Satan that we have to concern ourselves with, and he's not even on screen right now, because this fight sequence. I mean, we talked about this being like a new era of Dragon Ball animation. And I love that we get the new generation to showcase some of the style and techniques that we're going to see in the acts 2 and 3 of the Boo Saga. It's really, really good. I'm sure you can find this compilation or this fight sequence somewhere online, or you can just watch the episode and just luxuriate in a couple of absolute maniacs fight for the sheer joy of doing it and terrifying normal humans in the process.
I do like that we cut to the announcer who's just going sicko mode. He absolutely loves this. He says he's in his inner monologue. He's like, I've been waiting for this for years.
He's been waiting almost a decade for this. Like the last time he got to see a fight like this, he almost died like 3 times.
I mean, Goten's what? He's in high school at this point, so he's 15, 16. Yeah. Almost 2 decades of shitty fights. 0 flying.
Yeah, 0 flying and just Hercule Satan talking most of a fight. Just because, and he only got that big because he was drawn off model, okay?
They take him to task.
Yeah, he won the animation lottery that all of us in the real world lost. I'm just scanning my notes. I think there's a point in this fight where Trunks uses some energy attacks. Of course, like Gohan, Krillin are a little freaked out, but Goku's like, no, Goku's like, look, he's in full control. Trunks proves him right by pulling that ki blast up at the last minute from hitting the crowd. You're going to get a lot of crowd reactions in this. I think we could kind of save them towards the end of
Yeah.
all the sequence talk. Goten then is like, oh, we're doing that now, huh?
Mhm.
And tries to do the same and fires a Kamehameha wave. And Trunks is like, wait, did Gohan teach you how to control it?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. And it just skims off the top of the backdrop for the arena, I guess the staging area.
There is, so when he does it, he says Kame Kameha. And Trunks laughs at him. He's like, it's Kamehameha, you dum-dum.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Yeah, there's a little...
Oh, that's lame.
Goten mispronounces it. And
he should. He's a dumb baby.
These are 2 children. Look, Trunks has 2 private tutors. Get out of here if you don't think so.
Are you kidding me? That kid can write an essay right now in perfect structure.
5 paragraphs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the font size is correct. The margins, immaculate.
Yeah, immaculate.
Title, cover page, sleek.
Trunks even got that like little plastic sleeve.
Oh my God. Page.
For 1 page.
Oh,
the hoops
dork.
we had to freaking jump through. Now you can just upload a PDF that's full of AI fucking garbage.
Yeah. What a way to go, school system.
God.
So there's like mispronunciation there. I do want to go back and propose a little speculation. As you said, Trunks is able to control the direction of his ki blast. Do you think Yamcha came by one day and was like, hey, kid, first of all, I could have been your dad. Second, do you want to control ki blast like a remote control car?
I don't think you're supposed to say stuff like that, but I love remote control cars.
Yeah. You just take your finger and then point it where you wanted to go. That's how I learned.
Like this? Also, why do you smell like aftershave?
Nothing, and there's no reason I have candies and flowers.
Oh, that must be for me. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. These $1,000 tulips that I spent my entire baseball salary on? Sure, kid.
And see.
I'm sure you can get a $1,000 tulip somewhere.
Yeah. In West City, easy.
That flower guy's like, he's like, I'm closing up early today.
He's like, all it takes is one sucker.
The worst baseball player I've ever met bought these flowers.
Oh, all right. Who's a better baseball player, Shohei Ohtani or Yamcha?
I don't know. Look, Yamcha didn't get a contract that lucrative.
That's right.
If we're going
the
by
Tigers
financials,
never signed Yamcha.
Is he even in the majors? That's the question.
You know, we'll never know, and this is a perfect time to let the audience know that Aaron and I, we don't do research for this show. It's homework enough to watch these episodes. So we don't do research, but we encourage you all to do that research for us if you feel so inclined. You can send that to us in our comments on social media. You can also email us over at kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. We have many fans who choose to enlighten us, and we certainly appreciate it. So yeah, there's a plug for KHP research right there at kamehousepartypod@gmail.com.
Did Yamcha ever make it to the show?
I would love. Can you put Yamcha? Can you build Yamcha in MLB The Show 2025?
I'm sure you could.
Man,
we need a last name. We need a last name.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's Yamcha, unless it's like a certain Italian, it's Yamcha. I don't know.
No, we will never know. He maybe established that his whole he did a Prince. He's just like, my name is Yamcha.
I know. Because like people canonically have last names, so we don't know what Yamcha's is.
Yeah,
but we have. So we did that. We see the energy blast that they're throwing. Again, we see Mr. Satan freaking out in a very comical Looney Tunes style. I'm also, I'm wondering. Well, I guess we'll get to this later because Mr. Satan will have to fight the winner. That's part of the spectacle of it all. I'm curious if he's going to be like calling them out on dirty tricks.
I know that's
being little liars.
Yeah, that's what I want. I really want to see him jump through the hoops to convince the audience that what they just witnessed was all fake. Like, because the audience, and this is a perfect time to segue into the audience reactions, because after the fight sequences, the energy blasts, and like another aerial combat sequence in which Trunks manages to get Goten stuck in a full Nelson and is like about to tap Goten out. The audience is catching up to what they witnessed because it all happened like that.
Yeah.
And in mine, all of the voices that you hear are given like it's woman 1, man 1, man 2. So here's what woman 1 says. Right. I don't think we should be watching this. Child 1. But Mom, it's cool. Man 2 says, I just saw a kid's hair turn yeller. Then we get a close-up shot on a man pinching his cheek.
Yes.
And he's like, who would have guessed? This is better than wrestling. So we get a wrestling shout out. And then we get Hercule at the end of all these reaction shots. Also throughout this, we're cutting to Videl, who has the biggest eyes.
I have several screenshots of bulging Videl eyes of just unable to comprehend any of this.
But Hercule says, how can this be? Sorry. I'm number 1. Ha ha ha.
There you go.
How can this be? He's like them. The ones with the powers. Like the guy that beat Cell.
Whoa. Oh, that's so... Because see, in mine, he doesn't go that far. Where he's like admitting that they have powers.
Mm-hmm.
In mine, he's just like, it's his child. It's a dead ringer. He's just like, he knows, like, all right, that's one of the dude's kids.
Yeah, it's that classic Goku Super Saiyan silhouette because Goten, in order to break Trunks' hold and not submit or tap out of this fight, Goten just goes Super Saiyan real quick to break out, lands in the ring, and that's the big break that shocks everybody.
Yeah.
Goku is like, wow, he can already go Super Saiyan, huh? That's crazy. I'm paraphrasing. I'm editorializing Goku.
That's wild. If we can go back.
Yeah.
Real quick. During this whole fight, we have the 2 mullet boys, the mullet brothers. They're just doing a bunch of squats because their mother, the woman that Chi-Chi beat up, rightfully so, is just screaming like, they insulted me. She's like, from now on, it is nonstop training. You are going to beat these boys in the next tournament. And then it's the husband, the dad, some milk toast piece of shit.
Dude, I'm right there with you. And the American audience got a Jimmy Stewart voice performance from this man. well, honey, those two boys are in the finals. Like, he was just like trying so hard to keep his wife from abusing his children to no end.
They have school. Okay.
Look, they may not be perfect, but they're just boys after all. The old savings and loan.
Oh, I take it all back, Clarence. I don't want my kids to fight in the tournament.
I take it all back. Please, get me out of here.
She's an old maid.
Trunks, take me back to the future like you promised.
Like, every time a bell rings, a fighter gets his wing, goes Super Saiyan.
But yeah, those I just call them the Adasa boys. Those Adasa boys are really in for a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad, and very hard training year from their Look, I know this is kind of derogatory, but she's a ball and chain of a woman. She's categorized as such.
Designed that way. It's not like, Vince, I gotta tell you something. This isn't a real person. This is a cartoon character. Designed to be hated.
What? No. No.
And I dare say an American caricature.
And now, Aaron, I'm starting to get a little offended. And you know what that means? We gotta cut to commercial.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
Andrew, what are you doing?
Oh, hey, Marn. So I'm playing through an alternate reality game, and there's a number station puzzle that we just can't solve.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I tried everything else, and I figured that the best way to solve it would be to get into its head and think like a number station. I've been saying numbers into microphones for hours.
Okay, well, I think I have a better idea.
What's that?
You could just listen to the Argonauts podcast. Every 2 weeks, I can let you know the ins and outs of old args and give you a deep dive on how they were created.
Do you think we could have a nuanced discussion about game making philosophy and how cultures around games have changed as well?
Yeah, and you can definitely continue to fail to solve old args along the way.
Well, it sure would be cool if that was a podcast you could find among with a bunch of other great shows over on the Moonshot Network.
You know, it sure would.
Well, cool. Thanks for the invite. Anyways, I'm going to get back to this, though. 23, 19.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go. We're back in the ring. Trunks is tisk 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 shaming Goten for going Super Saiyan, breaking the rule. And then Trunks is like, all right, well, you broke a rule and I'm still, I'm Vegeta's son. So here, I'm not going to use my left arm the rest of this fight. And I'm still going to win.
Yeah, such a big brother sort of thing.
Yeah. I got to ask you from having siblings, did they hamstring themselves when it came to wrestling like that? Like, oh, I can beat you with one hand tied behind my back, or look, I'll fight you on my knees this time to give you a chance.
Without incriminating myself.
That's fine. That's fine. Or did you, or you could say whether or not you took advantage, like, I don't know, put a roll of quarters in your socks.
There was no training montage. We did not physically fight that much. Part of it was that my older brother is 6 years older than me. So by the time I was roughhouse age, he was sort of over it. That kind of thing. And we weren't a contact sports family either. Like, my older brother he was a bit of a jock. Played baseball and tennis in high school. And then my little brother, look, would I beat him up a little bit when I got mad. Yeah, a little bit. we never played. Yeah, we were not a rough. We really weren't a rough house family.
I'm just always curious. Having boy cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Like my younger cousin liked to roughhouse with me because he didn't roughhouse with his sister who was a little younger.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came over, it was Cuzzo, put on them sock and boppets. And we're definitely gonna give ourselves mild concussions for the next 45 minutes. But like my older cousin, not so much. But other friends of mine that had siblings, step siblings or otherwise, tended to want to roughhouse in like that, like grade school to middle school era.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I never really minded it, but I didn't have to live with it day to day. Like my dad wasn't like flicking me behind the ears.
Your dad wasn't a bully.
Yeah, he wasn't bullying or baiting me. And then I got too tall to intimidate.
Yeah, this like, at the risk of being a therapy session, it was, I am realizing like, oh yeah, we were a very mild-mannered household as far as like physical altercations. I think having a sister there did that. I think having parents that very much enjoyed peace.
Yeah.
And we won't get deeper into that. But no, we weren't. Yeah, we weren't. Our strikes were fast and horrible. I will say that when there were altercations.
Altercations were resolved with a little bit of
pretty quickly, I would say. But like I was also the kid of like, if I'd go to our friends and they're like family, we're roughhousing. I'm just like, no, I don't like this.
I will sit this one out. I will watch whatever is on TV, which Aaron, if you were watching around like the early 2000s, it wouldn't have been the Tenkaichi tournament because for some reason, none of the cameras are working.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Who just a reminder that there's no physical record of this.
Right.
Which is, I mean, I would be freaking out too, because I imagine there are just sponsorship deals that they've already taken the money and used it to put on this event. They are, I don't know if there's a Tenkaichi tournament after this, after Piccolo ruined the economics of it.
Piccolo single-handedly brought down, Papaya Island's entire economy because I don't want people looking at my boys.
I don't want to be perceived. Please. When I do my match, everyone please turn around.
Next time I fight, everybody cover your eyes like this.
Mm-hmm. You're allowed one peek through the finger every minute.
Hey, I'll do you a solid. If you hear me go special, then you can open your eyes.
Yeah, because that is sick. It does look cool.
It's ill as hell.
Also, everyone needs to cheer for Gohan.
They're like, who? Gohan!
Look, he's right there. Dumb glasses, dumb headband.
Cool girlfriend.
Yeah. I mean, I can't tell, but I assume she seems nice.
I don't know.
I hear his heart rate go up every time she's around, so I'm assuming.
Piccolo's the best.
He's gonna wingman for him later,
absolutely.
like he did for Krillin, right?
Mm-hmm. Just a little, just a little nudge in a certain direction from Piccolo. Here's something that I had in the dub, which was a multi-state, origin cast working the ZTV Video Village. The producer, a British man who's just, I need these online now. What are we doing? We're missing the best fight ever. to a French video operator saying, I just do not know. All of the cameras, they are not working. And I think he's like, all of the cameras, they are not working. Even the disposables are not working. You buy them at the gift shops, they are broken.
The mechanisms.
It makes no logical sense.
Yeah, how did Piccolo got all of them?
He got everything. There's a kid's Viewmaster that just burst into flames.
It's like, I know that's a telescope and they can't record, but better safe than sorry. Crack.
I'm sorry, is that a periscope? Are those mirrors reflecting images? No go. You might perceive Gohan that
a lithograph? No way, Jose.
Oh my god! The caricature artist is dead.
All the face painters. Oh my god.
They've been raptured.
There's a kid drawing a picture of his family in the sand and he just disappeared.
Oh, Aaron, I can't wait. I can't wait for the fall and winter drama season to hit, and we get all these new Rapture shows. It's gonna be great.
Oh, they're bringing back not Left Behind was the Kirk Cameron led series of books and movies. The Leftovers, that was the HBO one.
The Leftovers was the HBO one. There was an MGM one that Lex really liked that was very horror bent. And it had
Them?
It may have been called Them because it had the guy from Lost. I can't remember his name.
He's like, does this show have a one-word title? I'm in.
I'm in. You want me to be a dad to a whole community of people? I'm in. But we gotta, speaking of dads, you gotta assume at this point we've gotten like a couple of like check-ins on Vegeta, who is actually smiling. He's loving every minute of it. Goku's loving every minute of it. Chi-Chi and Bulma are having the time of their lives watching their boys go absolutely apeshit. Videl wakes up from a little bit of shock to chastise Gohan for not teaching her all the techniques that Goten knows. She's like, I know what's going on here. You give Goten extra lessons. Well, I want to know how to do all that too.
She doesn't say, hey, you have to teach me eventually on that. But it's the same thing. She's like, you gave him special training. I'm like, yeah, because he's fighting at a 12th grade level.
Also, that's his little brother. Like, come on now. You can't expect to be on that level.
You thought the person you blackmailed emotionally would give you the same amount of training.
Mm-hmm. Girl, your father's daughter.
You didn't even pay. If you paid the man.
Hey, you see where he's living? Pay the man. He's got to travel like 2 hours to school. Maybe if you bought him an apartment in the city that you save on a regular basis, he may have a little bit more time for you, Videl.
Look, sugar mama him is what we're saying.
Hey. Any sugar mamas out there? We're on Patreon.
Yeah.
That's the kind of sugar mama I want.
Someone who pays me a monthly fee.
Consistency, baby.
And expects nothing in return except what I'm already doing.
We got to get back to this fight because now the two are squared off again. Goten takes to the sky for some kind of cheeky attack. He's not really letting on what he's about to do. Trunks is like, brother, I'm already in your head. I don't know what else you can do here. It's a very cool sequence where then Goten dive bombs Trunks, who anticipates and dodges, but he did not anticipate Goten using a ki blast to redirect before he touches the ground to then he's going to, like, I think follow up with a big punch to Trunks' back, sending him out of the ring. Trunks notices at the last second, then goes cheeky Super Saiyan, just enough to dodge and counter with a energy blast into Goten's back. Then we get a Wile E. Coyote air screech to Goten's little itty bitty feet, touching one of the risers. Ending the match! Trunks has won the children's tournament!
Oh,
Everybody goes nuts.
Yeah. Everyone loves it. Bulma's dancing. Roshi is in the stands. He's behind Bulma and very thoughtfully goes, they both fought well. And I'm going to do well too. And like tries to grab a cheekful. He's punched, of course.
Oh yeah. Summarily punched. We needed one of those or it wouldn't be a real martial arts tournament, okay?
Yeah. Well, at this point in time, she's had all those Shenron butt lifts, those SBLs.
I mean, you're not asking Shenron for that just so people don't notice it, okay?
but respectfully, as the kids say.
Respect.
Have to put on it.
Ma'am, you got a fat ass. Respectful.
Like, what? The audacity. But I was like, but also like, does that work?
Brother, I have no idea what the climate's like out there. I don't speak to people.
Yeah, no, I'm very much like, you know what I don't need to do? Comment on anyone's appearance. In general.
Will I laugh when the Spanish speaking women chastise somebody for their outfit choices and I understand what they're saying? Yes. But I don't participate.
Mere spectators.
I'm just spectating out here.
This in my notes, I specifically wrote, this is the happiest that Vegeta has ever been.
Absolutely.
Even at the end of Dragon Ball Superhero, where he off-screen beats Goku.
Yep.
I don't think it's as good as this.
No. And it's crazy how much this moment overlooks Vegeta as like, this is part of his dream, right? He wants to beat Goku generationally for the rest of his life. Like, this may be the reason why Vegeta's like, well, I got to have another one just for that feeling. Just to get close to that. We need another child.
This is bullshit. Well, now that he's like, he might have been a little worried. He's like, I don't know if my kid's going to be as good as me. And then he's like, oh shit. He became Super Saiyan at this age. Fuck. Pump him out.
All right, Bulma. I want one more of those. Now.
Bath time. Let's go.
Bath time for this boy.
The water's running.
Bulma, quick. Where's your bath capsule?
Right here in the stands, Bulma. 12 more airs.
Vegeta gets to gloat. We all love this for him. Trunks gets to gloat. He's a little brat. We get it. Goten is very angry because his best friend just cheated. And he's got that cute little frowny face. Maybe I'm missing it, but this is like the era where the entire internet like hated Goten. They thought Goten's voice was like super annoying. I think another very annoying kid has appeared in the anime zeitgeist over the decades since this has been released. That like little girl from Attack on Titan that everybody hated.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I think if we look back at Goten, wasn't that bad. All right.
They're
not nearly in as many episodes with speaking roles as that kid in Attack on Titan. So
if I'm remembering the English dub, Trunks has a little raspy voice.
mm-hmm.
And then I don't know what Goten. Is he just Gohan? Is he just Kid Gohan? Back at it again?
He's also like,
Kid Goku?
I guess the kids of this generation all have like secondhand smoke inhalation because they just banned smoking in a lot of places. So Goten's got a little bit of a rasp. But I don't know. I don't know if like as we go on, he's going to turn into a crybaby or something.
He's just like, oh man, you won and you cheated. I think Trunks tries to justify everything. He also says, quote, Trunks also says, quote, a real man wouldn't complain about this.
Yeah, that is par for the upbringing of Trunks. Absolutely makes sense. In mine, Trunks is like, you didn't really want to win any, or like he kind of blows Goten off a little bit and then says, look, I'll give you, he's like, you can pick 3 of my toys.
And that shuts him up so fast.
Goten's like, 3 of those toys?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Megazord, Dinozord.
I'm counting the entire Voltron as one toy.
Yes.
Not just the leg lion. Also, Bulma's going to have a talk with him, Ryan, to be like, hey, we're going to give this money to Goten.
Yeah.
We literally don't need it.
We don't need it. Bulma should look at her watch and be like, oh, Chi-Chi, you can have that. We just made this money in like 3 minutes.
Have you seen, Chi-Chi, have you seen those videos where like it's Jeff Bezos greeting workers in Amazon factories and they just have his income tally going the whole time? Yeah, it's one of those situations. So enjoy the winnings. Like it, Bulma, she's got to be sending out secret monies.
Absolutely.
Secret wires.
Mm-hmm.
A new relative passed away that she didn't know about.
Yep. I mean, she's got to keep everybody financially stable, right?
You would, yeah. I don't. Probably Krillin. She might not get, at least with Goku.
Yeah.
No one. I don't think she's doing
Chi-Chi
it with anyone else.
Chi-Chi would not let, or no, Bulma would not let, especially with Goku not in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Chi-Chi would never let, or God, I keep mixing it up. Bulma would never let Chi-Chi like go without. I don't. There's no way. There's no way.
No. And then like, because I'm thinking like, well, Krillin did have to get a job as a cop.
Mm-hmm.
So Bulma's not funding this, but Bulma's like, Krillin, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I also think 18 would be like, no way, I don't need your money. If I really wanted money, I'd just take it.
Yeah.
It's like none of you can, like, she's like, half of you can't stop me if I decide to just take over. So, whatever.
She's not fun. She's definitely not funding Yamcha.
No. Nobody knows how Yamcha's living.
She probably sends Yamcha invoices, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
This is for back pay. Remember that whole last year you stayed with me?
That whole year you kept asking for new baseball bats?
Because you kept breaking them. You kept trying to show off with your dingers, huh? Piper's come to collect.
And the announcers come to collect
the
prize for our winner of the junior tournament, Trunks, who set up to then fight Hercule Satan, the man who defeated Cell and Earth's greatest champion for an exhibition match. And I had never felt bad for Hercule until this moment, because the announcer's like, All right, everybody, let's give Hercule a hand so he comes out here. Yay, Hercule! The crowd goes crazy. Hercule is frozen with fear. Like, and they do that kind of like shot of him from behind. So like the entire interior is in shadow. And it's like really blue and dour. And like the announcer's just like, all right, folks, maybe he didn't hear us. We've got to get a little louder. And then he does it again. And Hercule still is frozen with fear. And I think the announcer says, all right, folks, we got to give him something that he cannot deny. And the crowd goes crazy again. He goes, and after that kind of welcome, Hercule has to come out. Hercule.
Yeah, it's bad. The Z boys, they just immediately start roasting Satan of like, oh boy, what's he gonna do against this child who can blow up planets probably at this point.
Oh yeah.
Vidal's getting a little upset, so like Gohan does like a little dance to distract her and to say pay no mind.
I loved it. In mine, he's like, oh, Vegeta, he's crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
And I will say, at this point, I'm tired of Vidal's like either actual ignorance or her willful ignorance of like, you can put two and two together. You said you've seen the tapes.
Yeah.
Like, obviously these are the guys. The dad came back. The dad has a halo. Your boyfriend's dad has a halo. He came back from the literal dead. There's a green guy.
There's a green guy. There's an like, 8-foot tall green guy.
Yeah. Like,
if nothing else, like the plausible deniability that she has is like, well, there's no big guy with purple hair, future Trunks.
Yeah.
Like, so he can't, like, then there might be plausible deniability. But the second you see Piccolo,
yeah. And like, look, Gohan and Goten and Trunks. Like, you saw that.
She can fly.
That's the thing. Like, you can fly. You know that there are greater powers than heaven and earth, whatever that quote is. You've seen it. It's like, I just want you to know that your dad is a fucking fraud.
Yeah.
Videl, I feel like your life will be much better if you know this fact.
Yeah, and it'll probably make his life a lot better if you also know this fact. He can release the secret that he's been holding for almost a decade.
Yeah, that the entire economy is based like
global peace is based on his lie.
Yeah, it's just that's really it. I just need you. Again, Mr. Satan, great character. Very frustrating half the time.
And Aaron, this is like a slight plug for Deep Space Nine. Because Benjamin Sisko makes one of those kind of deals and has a monologue to camera about how he is right. It's the best.
Lying about what actually happened in a major event for the peace of the universe.
Dude, even worse. I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
Because we can't get into a Deep Space Nine conversation as we wrap up this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z. A real banger.
For sure.
And I can't wait to see the rest of this tournament arc. This is what I'm calling Act 1 of the Buu Saga. We're getting into territory that's spotty on my memory, so a lot of this is going to feel like the first time after this episode. And it's going to be good. I'm really excited to dive deeper into this.
Nice. And I'm excited to dive into our new patrons. We have 2 new patrons.
2 new patrons.
Which is wild during this break. Thank you all. While we took a little hiatus. So we have James, who is our new patron. Thank you so much, James. They also wrote us a message, which I will read now. Hey, Aaron and Vince. Having lived under a rock until 2024, I emerged at last to watch all of the Dragon Ball series. After that, I found Kame House Party and has anyone seen my rock? Anyway, I'm slowly working my way through and just got to the end of the original 153 episodes.
This is
In one episode, you ask why the world only speaks one language. I have a theory. You may have heard of the Tower of Babel, which was built by a monolingual society until God got pissed and confused everyone by creating multiple languages. We're both good boys, so we know about the story. On Dragon Ball's Earth, this is Korin's tower. Clearly, the Holy Trinity of Korin, King Furry, and Dog President used the Dragon Balls to complete the tower. Kame being Kame did absolutely nothing to stop this. He really is the worst. Anyway, you guys never fail to make me laugh. So wherever you are, you've got to keep fighting. And the keep and fighting are spelled out very long. James, thank you so much for being a patron and for this message. Yeah, it's a reverse Tower of Babel.
Yeah. I'm really here for
You're
it.
right.
I love that theory. And James, somebody else wants to say something.
Oh.
Hey, it's me, Yajirobe. James, can't believe you figured out my secret. I've been hiding this for Korin since I met him. And now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to turn you into bean food.
Yajirobe, what are you doing? Who cares if the secret's out? Big whoop.
Come on, man. I'm trying to be threatening for you.
I told you that the bean and soup is going to be delayed by a single hour, and now you're freaking out.
I don't know how to act. I'm lashing out.
You are. We need to get you maybe a regular cat to keep you company. Is that weird? If I had a pet cat, Mickey Mouse style.
I don't understand. Is Pluto a dog or is Goofy a man?
I know Goofy's black. That's confirmed.
Confirmed. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it.
But Pluto, yeah. What did Mickey do to Pluto to brainwash him into being just a dog?
I don't want to think about what he pulled out of that vault. But all I want to think about is how great a patron James is going to be for the Patreon of Kame House Party.
Yeah, so leave him alone. Don't make him bean soup. He can't pay money out that way.
That's true. Look, I'm all the way back around. James, cool guy.
Yeah, leave him alone. Also, soup's on.
Gotta go.
And then, we blacked out for a minute. But we're back just in time to say thank you to another new patron, Edward. Edward, thank you so much for being a patron.
Edward.
Holy cannoli.
Thank you. This is not Dragon Ball related, but anytime I hear an Edward, I just have to do a Rolf. Ed Bowie, thank you for your patronage to the Kame House Party Patreon. All your scruples and doodles will help them do their show very good. All right, bye-bye.
I think all I know is Plank.
He pulled a Jimmy out of nowhere.
Plank said. Was Jimmy the one who owned Plank, or was Jimmy the one with the braces?
Now you got me.
I'm trying to remember. But yeah,
Because
clearly,
Jimmy is hanging out with Ed's younger sister Sarah.
Mhm.
They're an item. So yeah, Jimmy has the braces. So who's the boy with Plank?
The kid who had Plank just reminded me of like any rapscallion I knew in elementary school.
Any child that knew that they could just say Plank did it to get out of something.
They may or may not have had a Kool-Aid stain at some point. But yeah, we can only assume that Edward is the fourth secret Ed boy. And thank you for using that jawbreaker money on this show.
Hey, we really appreciate it, Edward. Aaron, I got some since we've been on hiatus, some people have reached out.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I have
also, if you want to shout out, become a $3 patron over on patreon.com/Kame House Party. You get access to all of our bonus content. We have our watch along. If you don't know, we have our watch along show of Daima. Not watch along. Yeah. We did a live podcast following Daima when it came out last year. We're slowly trickling those out on the main feed, but you can listen to all of it now on the Patreon, including a bunch of other bonus content.
Oh yeah, check it all out. We talk about movies, some non-anime related stuff. I believe there's an Eddie Murphy-esque theme song that came.
Oh yeah, we a weird character bit we did.
Yeah, weird character bit with Eddie Murphy that he'll never know because he's not on the Patreon. His loss. Yeah. But here we go. I have a PlayStation message from I Am Said.
Okay.
This is like many weeks ago. But Said says, so I started listening to you again. I forgot why I stopped. I think it was because the app I was using stopped uploading the pod. So I had a super hard time figuring out what episode I left on. LOL. Anyways, started listening again. I'm on episode 228 of the pod, which is episode 70 of Dragon Ball Z. Man, I miss listening to you guys. Aww. I'm so far behind now, though I see you have over 400 episodes.
Tee.
Good to hear your voices again. You guys are so funny. LOL. Say hi to Aaron for me. So Said, I made good on that. Said says hi, Aaron.
Oh my God. That's so nice. That's incredibly kind. Thank you so much. That warmed my heart.
You deserve
just as
it.
much as people giving us money. I want to say.
And then on one of our last Instagram posts, or no, so there's an artist that has been doing their own like series where they are cataloging maybe you've seen us repost them. If you guys are on Instagram, I encourage you to check out at Evan Tickles at EVANTICKLES. They are an artist who has been doing daily Dragon Ball like content, drawing scenes from Dragon Ball in their style. It's incredible. Capturing like these specific moments are so much fun. I can't help but repost and all of that. So I made a comment, which I rarely do, on the Dragon Ball Z episode 136, where Turtle saves Marin from a bunch of horny guys.
Okay. Yes. I have seen this one.
It is so good. It's crazy. Like I really want a composite of all these little squares throughout. Like when it's all done, I want all of that. But I wrote,
they gave Turtle
yes.
abs.
Yeah, and I wrote yes, one of Turtle's finest moments. And then Beck. BEKC.FERDI. Beck Ferdy wrote at Kame House Party, I wonder if the cartoon series where the turtles can fight was inspired by this. Like Ninja Turtles, taking inspiration from this and developing them into warriors. Ninja Turtles came out in 1987. So the timeline could support this theory. I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's this one moment that inspired the Ninja Turtles, but you gotta assume that in Japanese culture, as it's like coming out of the 80s and filtering out into what they were calling Japanimation. You know, the Koopas, you know, the yokai Koopas turned into fighting turtles inspired from all those teenage. They're from the same lineage of horrible turtles that would drown people. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's definitely a thing of, hey, we're making turtles fighting a little more accepted in society. Also, the image of Piccolo driving is also delight. Man,
all of it's good.
All of it's good. All right. Anything else? Should we wrap it up?
I also got to make sure I'm following Evan Tickles. Following Evan Tickles now. Thank you, Evan Tickles.
Yes. Thank you, Evan Tickles.
Anything else?
Krillin in a white suit, showing off his new gal. Very good.
So good. It's so good. I don't think I have anything else other than, don't you have a little something going on?
I have a few little somethings going on. Are we getting into that? Are we getting into the calls to action?
Yeah, this is the calls to action section. Hit it. Hit them with what you got.
We've already talked about the patron. If you want to talk to us, the best way is probably kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. We'll probably respond to you on the show. So don't expect an email back, unless it requires that. You can reach out to us there. Give us that KHP research. You can also do your own 1-minute roundup. Why not? We're streaming like crazy over on twitch.tv/KameHouseParty every Wednesday. I don't know what we're doing next. It's Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
We might need to do something spooky, but who knows?
I think we do. I think we got to do something spooky.
Personally, I have, of course, Thinking Too Hard About Anime, that I co-host with Noah Cardin. You can go and listen to our new season about OVAs. We're doing a hodgepodge of animes over there. Same format, just we're switching it up a little more. And then this coming up Friday, which is, in fact, the date of this Friday coming up is going to be October 17th. If you were in Pittsburgh, they're having a screening of my short film there. If you go to my Instagram, you can have all the details, but it's going to be at Mr. Smalls on Friday night. They're showing a bunch of other shorts. I think it's going to be like a little event. I guess there's going to be vendors there too.
Ooh.
So it'll be a little market kind of thing. So yeah, if you're in the area, come check it out.
Yeah, absolutely do that.
If you come up to me on Friday and you're like, hey, I listened to Kame House Party, I will buy you one singular drink. That is my guarantee to you.
Hey, I like hearing that. I might pay for a flight to get out there just so I can get a free drink from you. But that's really exciting.
Diet Pepsi, please.
Dude, that's really exciting. I'm so happy that it's so soon. It feels like that you're going to be showing off this new short film.
Yeah.
So proud of all the work that you put into it. You got it, man. It's good shit. So yeah, check all that out. Hey, guess what? I'm back on stage. I did the UC Black show last month. I'm going to be doing the next one, which I think is going to be in November. So keep an eye on the social medias for that. We'll be reposting. You can watch it, live online too. That's a thing that you could do with improv. So yeah, check out the UC Black show, among other things that hopefully I'll be able to start posting about that are hopefully happening end of this year or next year.
Mm-hmm.
But very exciting stuff. We're back out in these streets. The boys are back on your feeds. So
we are.
Whether you are punishing your children for whether you're punishing your children for losing to superpowered babies, or you're a liar and a fraudster and have to fight another superpowered baby, you gotta keep fighting.
Bow, 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 bow.